Hey everyone, welcome back to the ATD Movie Channel on YouTube. This is another installment of our new series. You know what's a good movie? Here's a quick recap. The first film in our series was Forrest Gump. The second film we reviewed was Toy Story, and their connection was Tom Hanks. The third film in the series was The Incredibles, and its connection to Toy Story was their shared studio, Pixar. The Incredibles was a superhero film unlike any other, and today we're going to review the 1989 classic superhero film, Batman. Let's get right into it. You may remember this quaint little comedy called Beetlejuice, which was directed by Tim Burton and starred Michael Keaton as the titular character. Well, that movie came out in 1988, and at the same time, Warner Brothers Studios was ramping up to produce their first Batman film since the 1960s campy version of the character. Warner Brothers Studios was a part of the same conglomerate as DC Comics and owned all the movie rights to its characters. They reached out to Tim Burton to direct, and the rest is history. In speaking about the film, there's three things that really stick out: the cast of characters, the director, and the music. Let's start with the cast. When Tim Burton cast Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne and Batman, there was a huge uproar. Now mind you, this was 1988 and there was no internet back then as we know it to be today. People wrote and called into Warner Brothers expressing their distaste for the casting choice. Not much has changed. Heath Ledger. But in the end, Keaton turned in a terrific performance where he was able to play Bruce Wayne while sharing his angst with the audience, all while scaring the hell out of his enemies as Batman. It was a unique, riveting take on the character that shocked and awed those who were used to the campiness of the 1960s TV series. The film also starred the great Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and oh, what a Joker he was. Nicholson played the Joker as a sinister jokester and narcissistic killer, a terrifying combination that was matched only by his terrifying prosthetics and makeup that was used on the actor. Some called Nicholson's performance over the top, but this 8-year-old little boy talking to you today was so scared, he saw Nicholson in his nightmares for years to come. Still regarded as one of the actor's best performances, this portrayal of the Joker will certainly stand the test of time. The second point I'd like to discuss is the director himself, Tim Burton. His vision of Gotham City was unlike anything we've ever seen before. A neo-noir, Art Deco combination that was unique to not just the superhero genre, but to most of the films in the 1980s in general. In fact, the two art directors did so well on the film, they ended up winning an Academy Award for their work. But it was Burton's choice of character design, costumes, makeup, editing, and more that shaped the superhero genre for decades to come. Tim Burton made it okay to create a dark and gritty film about characters that people already knew. Make no mistake about it, this was Burton's vision, and he saw it through all the way to the end. And lastly, one cannot discuss the 1989 Batman film without talking about the legendary score by Danny Elfman. Until this day, when you hear this, you know exactly what movie it comes from. From the drums to the horns, the score provided our hero a voice without saying anything at all. This is something I've come to admire more and more in movies as I get older. A good score can work wonders in creating a mood and atmosphere for a film world. Elfman understood the vision for Tim Burton's Batman, and he just nailed it. This is a soundtrack I still listen to from time to time, and it's nearly 30 years old. The movie itself was a critical and commercial juggernaut. It was made on a mediocre budget of $35 million and went on to gross $411 million. That's $795 million today, adjusted for inflation. It was the launching pad for a quadrilogy of films that one could argue got progressively worse as the franchise went on. But no sequel, remake, or reboot, good or bad, can take away from the success of the 1989 Batman film and what it did for the superhero genre as a whole. For this 8-year-old little boy who has loved Batman since he could barely walk, it's still one of my favorite superhero films of all time. What do you think of the 1989 Batman film? Have you seen it recently? Do you think it stands the test of time? And how do you like it compared to something much more family-friendly like The Incredibles? Let us know in the comments below. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to be notified of content uploaded regularly. And hey, you know what's a good movie? The 1989 Batman. Thanks for watching, everyone.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.